Sometimes a single, truly bizarre moment on live television can tell you way more than 1,000 market reports. Well, we're about to dissect one of those moments, a wild 15-second collision where the chaotic world of internet culture slammed right into the polished desk of mainstream financial news. And in doing so, it revealed a massive, massive shift in who really holds the power. And here it is. This is the quote at the very heart of our entire explainer. It's messy, it's confusing, and it was broadcast live on CNBC, one of the biggest names out there. We're going to break down every single part of this sentence to figure out what it tells us about money, about media, and honestly about the strange times we're all living in. So to really get what's happening in that clip, we first have to understand the two worlds that are clashing. Because on one side, you've got this massive media institution. And on the other, a digital phenomenon that the institution can barely even wrap its head around. I mean, the gap between these two is just staggering. You've got CNBC, right? The absolute picture of traditional finance, decades of history, serious analysis, suits and ties. And then you have BYTE, a meme coin about an AI dog, something that was literally born from the unpredictable, meme-fueled energy of the internet. They could not be more different, and yet, somehow, they ended up sharing the same screen.
Okay, so the first major clue that we're watching a culture clash happen in real time is the name itself. And of course, the anchor's absolute struggle to even pronounce it.
So what even is a meme coin? If you're not totally deep in the crypto world, here's the key thing to get. They're inspired by internet jokes. That's it. Their value isn't based on some deep utility. It's all about community hype and the raw power of the meme. And that's exactly what's going on here. BYTE the AI dog. That's not a typo. The absurdity is the whole point. See, meme coin names are often inside jokes. They're designed to be weird and memorable. So when the anchor calls it BYTE the dog, he's basically just proving he's an outsider who doesn't get it, which, for the coin's community, is actually part of the fun. But look, it wasn't just the weird name that got this coin on TV. No, it was its unbelievable performance. The most jaw-dropping part of the whole quote. 400%. Let that sink in. This number is the entire reason the coin broke through all the noise. In a traditional market, that figure is almost nonsensical. It's explosive. This isn't some slow and steady stock. It's a financial firework. And that spectacle is what forced the mainstream media to pay attention, even for just a moment. And here's where it gets really ironic. The anchor is using this incredible 400% gain to make a point about how crazy the market is, but at the exact same time, he's dismissing the coin as a total joke. He's literally relying on the power of the meme coin's success to make his argument, all while he's mocking it. You heard him mention Bitcoin, right? The established king of crypto, the baseline. But then you see this wild outlier, BYTE, whose performance spike is so nuts it almost looks like a mistake on the chart. It's the perfect picture of the stable versus the chaotic side by side. But, maybe the most revealing part of the whole thing isn't what the anchor said, but how he said it. That tone, it tells you everything you need to know. This phrase right here, this is pure unfiltered condescension. It's a complete and total dismissal. It is the voice of the establishment looking at something new, something it doesn't understand, and just deciding it's not even worth the effort to get the name right. That's the sound of two worlds colliding. And that is the absolute key here. This one little moment was seen in two completely different ways. For the institutional world, it was just proof that crypto is a weird, ridiculous space. But for the meme coins community, it was a huge win. They were on CNBC. The dismissal didn't matter at all. Being seen was everything. It felt like validation. So what does this 15-second train wreck on live TV really tell us? Why does one clumsy sentence on the news actually matter? Well, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. This moment wasn't just a funny mistake. It's a symptom of a much bigger trend. Internet culture, with all its memes and its inside jokes and its chaotic energy, is getting so powerful that the mainstream can't pretend it doesn't exist anymore. It's forcing its way into these huge conversations about finance, about politics, about everything. And that leaves us with a really important question. For decades, institutions like CNBC, they were the gatekeepers. They got to decide what was news. But in this one moment, a community of internet trolls and crypto fans forced their AI dog onto the world's biggest financial stage. So as these collisions happen more and more, you have to ask yourself,
Who really holds the power to shape the narrative now?